Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be discussing the new Disney Plus Andor series. But before I get into it, please subscribe to this channel. Ring that bell icon for a new video for alerts on new videos that we post. I'm going to be trying to post a new video every day, but also art videos coming out more. I'll be coming out with more art videos soon. So please keep a lookout for that. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. It will really help this channel. But definitely subscribe and share with your friends. Anyway, let's get into it. I just finished watching the new Disney Plus Andor series, and honestly, I have to say it wasn't bad. It wasn't good either, but it was definitely unique. Now, I'm not one to slam a show. It's not something I typically do. Personally, I didn't find the show to be all that good, but for one reason. Cassian Andor. There's nothing particularly wrong with the character aside from two things. One, I don't personally see why they would recruit him into the rebellion. He's very problematic and would cause a lot of trouble. I mean, as it is, I could never see why they would recruit Han Solo into the rebellion, but that's for a different reason as well. Granted, Han Solo redeems himself. I don't see where Cassian Andor really redeems himself. He killed someone in cold blood, and honestly, the character wasn't very well written. But I will say, when it comes to this whole show, the whole series is definitely unique in the sense that it's not a Star Wars series. It's a sci-fi series more with a Star Wars filter overlay on it. So I wouldn't say it's the best Star Wars show, and that's the problem. You see, they slapped the sticker of Star Wars on this series, and with that comes certain responsibilities, and they kind of neglected that. Even the showrunner himself, actually, I can't remember his name. Anyway, the showrunner expected this series to be kind of just elevated because of the fandom. But the issue with that is when they started this series, they didn't go into it with the telling the fans, come watch this show. They instead said, if you don't like this show, don't watch it. And because of that, you scare away the fan base. Plus, the fan base already felt a little betrayed because of the sequel series. When it comes to the sequel series of movies, it wasn't very good. And then there's other Disney Plus series that didn't really do very well. The Book of Boba Fett being one of them. And personally, I didn't have any hate against the Book of Boba Fett. I didn't like the character to begin with. I was never a big fan of Boba Fett. Now, I did like Star Wars. I grew up with Star Wars as a whole. When I was a kid, I watched Star Wars episode 4, 5, and 6. Those are the ones that I watched the most. Episode 1, 2, and 3, I watched them a little bit. My little brother was obsessed with episodes 1, 2, and 3. So, naturally I watched it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have anything to do with him. We wouldn't be able to hang out together. Ultimately, when I watch a movie, I want to be able to watch something that I can connect with my brother or connect with my family with. It's something for entertainment and something for fun. It's a good way to spend time together. Anyway, when I was watching Star Wars, the original movies, it really tugs at the heart. You really connect with the characters because of the fact that you find these type of people in everyday life. And so, when I was watching this show, I try to find that same element in it. The closeness to a character. Or simply, like, when it comes to Luke Skywalker, you have his innate goodness about him. He is a character who is the whole story is a coming of age story of the struggle of responsibility, giving up your family, moving forward after losing your family, and finding purpose. There's a lot of little elements that you find in Star Wars that happen in everyday life. But with Cassian Andor, you can also find that, but it's difficult. I would say this series is more of a a sci-fi war genre type thing, and it's more of a drama than anything. It's a very slow-paced drama at that. So when you're watching it, don't go into this expecting a typical Star Wars series. Instead, go into it with the perspective that this is a new series with people who didn't really care for Star Wars as a whole. If they did, they would actually enjoy and respect the current, or not the current material, but definitely respect the original genre, the original series of movies. George Lucas really set the standard when it came to this series and the whole genre of Star Wars, the whole story of Star Wars. I can't say genre. It really is more than just a genre, and it's more than just a, you know, an IP. You can't call something an IP, slap a sticker on it. You can't just get an IP and then slap a sticker on it, call it Star Wars, and say, hey, it's Star Wars, you should like it. The fact is, people are allowed to like or dislike this series. I've seen plenty of people who enjoyed the series. Personally, I didn't enjoy it. I probably wouldn't watch it again. But the reason why I did watch it was because I simply wanted to see something new. I wanted to see what was out there, and really, this series, like I said, it's not that bad. The issue that I have with it is the pacing, the writing, and the fact that there is no hero in this story. Now, one character that I did enjoy seeing in this entire series was with it was a character named Luthen. Luthen was funny. He was entertaining, generally. And honestly, I don't know, he was just very well written. When I was watching this character, I couldn't help but be immersed. And Skarsgård really brings a lot of life to this character. He's very interesting and funny and entertaining. That's all I can say. He has a very good story. But I can't say the same about Cassian Andor. I feel like they needed to give him more material. They really needed to focus more on developing his character. But then again, I understand why. If you pay attention, or if you know the series, then you know that this character, Cassian Andor, he has an end that everyone has seen, or at least everyone who has seen the movie that this series derives from, Star Wars Rogue One. Now, personally, I didn't find that movie to be entertaining. The main character, the actors were fine. I never judge a movie based on the actors. I judge a movie based on the writing, the story, and how much fun I had when watching it. And personally, I don't like to judge a movie generally, but I'm just now getting into this. I'm just now starting to find my footing when it comes to reviewing these things. And honestly, I find the whole movie to be, or the whole series, sorry, the whole Andor series to be a bit slow-paced. It's not really something. If you want to slow down and watch a show, and you're just looking for something entertaining to watch that is slower paced, I guess a show that you would relax to, it's kind of like a cop show. It's not a show that you watch for the sake of pure entertainment value. It's a show that you watch just because you're wanting something to watch. It's a good thing to have in the background if you're just trying to do some work and you want something playing in your ear instead of music or whatever. But I would recommend reading a book or something, or listening to an audiobook in the background if you're just looking for some noise. But this series definitely has some unique traits to it. It's not the best and it's not the worst. And honestly, that's all I really have to say about it. The whole series is a little weird, a little unhinged in certain moments, and Cassian Andor is not the hero of the story. He's definitely the protagonist, but it's not someone that you would see as the hero because of the fact that he does things that are beyond questionable. And honestly, I don't see why they made him the hero of the story or made him the protagonist. But I guess they're trying to say maybe that there are no heroes in war. But I don't see how that's the thing. I believe that there is a hero in every story, and there always should be. Otherwise, what story are you trying to tell? Anyway, thank you for watching and bearing with me. Pardon my stutter. I'm a little bit tired and my mouth feels a little bit. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel for more videos. Ring that bell icon to be notified when we post new videos. Also, hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Well, bye.